Alright, short little flight to Twin Lakes for Mr. David Holt. We'll go ahead and select the different aircraft here. We'll look for a B55 that is not too far away. I have a couple. This one's 5120. Looks like that's the cheapest one. Go ahead and take that one. Alright, double check it. All good. We'll wash it. Another B55 flight here in the US. Kind of tired of Africa for a bit, so we'll go ahead and take a no-brainer flight here, hopefully. Alright. All of those things came up. Parking brake is on, gear is down. We will change our electronics to be PMS. And this is a eastward flight, so we're going to go ahead and set our altitude to 7,000. We'll send that to ATC and avionics. It is considered an IFR flight plan. Both VFR pattern coming in and going out. So let's just change that to be VFR. And that way I don't have to worry about ATC too much. Get this over out of the way. All right. We'll board Mr. Holt.
Ground service, hi. This is flight SBD 2012 parking 1. Please begin passenger boarding. Roger that, Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight. Pleased to welcome you aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice to meet you, Captain.
All right. We'll go ahead and flip on the avionics. Get everything set here. Let's go ahead and turn our fuel on. All right. We will turn prop sync on. Parking brake is on. Turn our fuel pumps on. Give them a few seconds. Start our plane.
Good afternoon, pilot. You guessed today is Mr. Holt, who's on the go to Twin Lakes. He's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for him. Please give him your warmest welcome on behalf of the company. Have a great flight.
Select our B55 profile for pop-out manager. Start our pop-outs. And we should get this screen and this screen. See if it returns us the way it should. And it did. Okay. That being said, I can now go and use my touch screen. And it does have the flight plan in it. So that's good. We're all good there. Go ahead and request taxi clearance. Change our view.
A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012 with November. Request taxi to the active East departure.
Set our barrel.
A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012. Taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using Taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 127.5. When
Let's
ready.
go back these down. Back this down a little. Just check where we're at. That might be too much. That looks better. There we go.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 27 via Taxiway Alpha. A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012.
Oh, the brakes are on. Alright. Give a little flap. Let off the brakes. Go ahead and bring up our speed here. Welcome our passengers.
Ladies and gents, on behalf of our onboard staff, we'd like to welcome you on board flight SBD 2012 bound for Twin Lakes. Our flight time will be 39 minutes. We expect an on-time departure, and we're currently ready for takeoff. I will keep you informed of any key updates as we go through the flight.
About a mile to our takeoff point. Last flight on the taxiway, I crashed because there was a skip in the taxiway, and I hit the bump and it crashed my plane. So that wasn't fun. Dropped my rating a whole bunch. It's happened a couple times lately, so I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully this one is good. Been taken off from airports I don't really know that well, so if I was smart, I'd probably make a list of those airports and then not go to them. Okay, I'm getting there. Looks like our taxi's going pretty smooth. I can go ahead and get rid of that. And hold short position. Get permission to take off.
At 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, ready for departure to the east at runway 27.
A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, altimeter 3016 departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27. A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. This is your captain speaking. On behalf of First Class Wings, I would like to welcome you on board flight SBD 2012 bound for Twin Lakes. Estimated flight time to Twin Lakes is 39 minutes. To prepare for takeoff, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position and your container is securely stored. Thank you, and get ready for a wonderful flight.
So we'll just check our flight path. And Hanhu is at 133 degrees. And I will be turning left. So I'm going to go ahead and set my heading to be a little bit 133 degrees. We'll go with 134. Actually, we want to be under, because I think I'm going to make a left-hand turn to it. Okay, turn yaw damper on. Flight director on. Heading mode. Hey, it worked. Heading select is on. Okay. And we're off. Okay. Gear is up. Flaps are up. To 88. Very close on all of those.
A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, continue for east departure.
Go ahead and acknowledge.
Oak Tower at 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, continue for east departure.
Start our left turn. Go ahead and flip on the autopilot. Set our altitude here. We will also hit the nav mode button, which should bring it there. It does. And bounce this out.
A 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Oak Tower, a 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, frequency change.
Okay. So, based on that, we should be hitting a nav line in a moment. All going well so far. No major issues. We're coming up on the nav line. We're seeing it pull in right here. Okay, starting to correct now. All right, nav has us on path. It's keeping the pitch until we get to 7,000, which is about 1,500 feet more. Very nice. Let's take a look at the CFB again. Coming in on runway 03, which is going to be a northeast entry point. Check out runway 03. It's 856. It's a 32 degree. Degrees. Go ahead and set our OBS to 32 degrees. We are flying VFR, so we could do, and I was working with Darkstar on this yesterday or the day before, I can't recall, but if I hit the direct 2, and then I should be able to select a waypoint, and 5 kg, 5 kg, enter. Oh, I'm sorry, cut 5K6, 6. All right. 5K6, enter. Direct to 5K6, and we can activate that, and then we will go with an OBS of, I believe I said 32 degrees, but we'll double check that. 32 degrees is correct. $32. Enter. Enter. So now, when I look at my flight plan, I see my OBS line, and I want to be on this side for it to pick up my path. So I am going to go ahead and change this to be heading, and I'm going to set a heading not north. Go straight south or thereabouts. Doesn't need to be quite that dramatic. $160, which should, in theory, take us down in here somewhere, I would think. Probably shallow that up even more. A 90-degree turn into a 32-degree would be 122. We'll go ahead and make this 120 degrees. Won't get it right yet. We'll just keep getting it to where we want it to be. I take some speed off here so I don't overspeed the aircraft. Good. And we'll click back on to nav mode. OBS is set to 32. So we should I'm going to bring this a little bit back. Bring it back this way. I don't like that angle. So because we're flying VFR, we don't really have an approach, and I really don't feel like doing the VFR pattern. What I'll do is I'll set the OBS as my new nav point, and we'll do an OBS approach. And that'll at least get us online with where we want to be, and make it easier for us to just control altitude and speed. I will end up manually landing it, but this is helpful because now I can go ahead and start my timer, and I can speed up the sim rate. You can see it veering from the nav path that it gave us a little bit. So we're ending up a little bit further west and south of our line to pick up that OBS heading. And off to the left here, you can see that's the nav path it thinks we should be taking. Apparently we're supposed to land in this. I don't know what for. I guess get fuel or something. Or because it's a waypoint, it just says land your VFR. It's an option. And we're flying over another airport here. See if we can see it. Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah. As you can see, our heading is actually bringing us west. We're heading south, so that's going to be west of the airport for the approach on runway 03. And again, we're going to do this using OBS to take us into that line. And we did that by just setting our navigation to be a direct to that airport. And then we click on OBS and tell it the heading at which we want to hit that waypoint, which in our case was 32 degrees. Go ahead and bring this back in. About 38 miles from the airport, and go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. Okay, coming up on it here in a little bit. We should see it. Green line go to magenta, I think, as it picks it up. Oh, we do have to change this. Maybe. No. OBS is set to 32 degrees. All right. We will slow down time a little bit here. So we're getting closer to it. Make sure it picks it up. Okay. Back to normal time. Watching to see if it picks up that path. And go ahead and change our heading a little bit to start it in the direction we want it to go. Start slowing down. Nope. Hopefully this picks up. Doesn't look like it's going to. What did I miss? Oh, there it goes. I had to click the OBS button. Now it picked it up. It's lining us up for the runway. We are 25 miles out, bringing us right on course with the runway, which is beautiful. The other thing was I need to go down 7,000 feet, so 21 miles out is when I will start my descent. Again, thank you Darkstar for giving me the math on that. So basically it's the thousands of feet that you want to descend times 3. And that should be about the time you start your descent. So I'm going to go ahead and lower my altitude here to be 3,000. And I will turn off altitude hold. Give myself a little flap. We should start descending here. Go ahead and set our vertical speed down at 400 feet per minute. Turned our props all the way down to low. Our throttle is down. Flaps are extended, making a nice, easy descent into the airport. We'll go ahead and look for Watosha, which is 5K6. Still looking for it. It may ask for me to do it before I even find it here. A lot of airports in this area. I wish there was an easier way to do this, but there isn't from what I've seen. I'm 16 miles out. go ahead and turn our descent rate up a little bit since we're starting to slow down pretty good. We'll add 200 feet per minute. 5K6, there we go.
Kilo 6 traffic at 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012, 14 miles southwest, 5500, inbound to land, runway tree, 5 Kilo 6 traffic.
And announce our descent.
We've just received clearance for landing. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened and prepare for descent. Thank you.
Okay. Lower our landing gear. Maybe. Let's see. We're really close to that line. So the triangle should be the line. I think we're okay. We should see our speed drop here. Got a nice angle coming in. Everything looks good. Wow. I really like that OBS landing piece. It's really nice to not have to worry about anything really once you get on the path. And we're coming up on the 3,000 feet. And let's double check this again. This is 856. So we'll go ahead and we're on a good path. So we're going to change this to be 900. And then we'll just take control when we're ready. This will keep us on this path till we get down to the runway. And then again, we'll want to turn off autopilot and manually land it. But again, this is going to keep us right on path with the listed heading of the runway that we're trying to land at. So there's no hurry here. And bring us right in for a nice visual on here. We'll go ahead and bring this up a little bit. Don't need to be quite that steep now. And we are in pretty close to a landing configuration. Descending at about 500 feet per minute. Prop speed is all the way down. Throttle is close to down. Rich is fine. Landing gear is down. Flaps are halfway down. As you can see, we're right on line with our approach for final here, so everything is looking good. And again, that's using OBS to do all that alignment for us and changing our nav path so that we don't have to go through a pattern entry or anything like that. Now, depending on what plane you're on, that process obviously changes. But for us, everything seems to be going well right now. And hopefully I don't screw up this landing in the last few minutes. Alright, we are almost at final. I'm gonna get ready to turn off the autopilot right about here. And there's the runway. Finally make it out without that line in the way. Go ahead and announce final.
Kilo 6 traffic, the 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012 is on final. Runway tree to land. 5 Kilo 6 traffic.
We'll go ahead and bring our flaps all the way down. Kill our speed. Looks like we've got a long enough runway here, so I'm not going to worry too much about coming in above these trees. Dropping down. Easing back. Killing the throttle. Plenty of runway. Brakes are on. Go ahead and lift our flaps. Keep the brakes on. And I'm guessing Hold Short is probably behind us. So we'll go ahead and turn around here. Oh, come on.
Ladies and gents, welcome to West OSHA. Local time is 2:42 p.m. For your safety,
Well, that's some baloney. Screwed up a really good round there.
Stop, and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first class wings. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Twin Lakes.
I'm still gonna go through the motions as soon as I exit the runway. Announce my taxi to parking. Oh, they put a big radio tower right in the way. Look at that. That might make it a little bit of a challenge here to get my plane. Alright, I am clear of the runway. Announce taxi to parking.
5 Kilo 6 traffic at 1 Sierra Papa Tango 2012 is taxiing to parking. 5 Kilo 6 traffic.
I guess we're gonna have to go off-road here.
I'm really in a hurry. When do we get off? Good thing this flight went smoothly.
Okay. Let's see what it ranked us. It did give us that one ding for getting off the entering the taxiway, but I don't feel like I did. And might give us a little ding because I think there was a slight bounce on the landing, but it couldn't have been much because it's pulling back pretty good. Yeah, pretty good overall. Guess I'll take it. There we go. Thanks.